Pressure. I apply the pressure. I apply the pressure. Yeah, pressure. I apply the pressure.
Well, when you say we're not looking for nobody to save us but ourselves, it makes me wonder, like, why isn't the mayor office able to help you guys? Because we voted this guy in off of identity politics, if you ask me, because he looks like us, and it appears that he's given millions, hundreds of millions of dollars to illegal migrants. Let me emphasize illegal migrants. These aren't legal people or people that's been here for 20. These are illegals that just came yesterday, staying at the Hyatt Regency, the W, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, is that the reason that the money isn't flowing to help the community?
Now, I don't think that that's the reason that the money isn't flowing into the community. I think that first and foremost, if we asked, then they wouldn't have no problem with it. We was intentional about that piece, not asking the city, not asking the state. And the reason for that is we wanted this to be community led. We wanted it to be organic. We wanted it to be that individuals couldn't put no conditions on us on how this needed to be. But directly to go back to what you just said, I think that we often forget that these are individuals that fought, went through whatever they needed to go through. When I say fought, I'm talking about fighting to get into this country, right? And I think that we forget that we was the only people, right? The only nationality that was brought over to this country in slavery. And I think that when we take our eyes off of that and start looking at what everybody else got and not paying attention to what we should have gotten, that it clouds the narrative, right? My thing is that I'm steady saying, why aren't individuals talking about reparations for the war on drugs, reparations for individuals from chattel slavery, reparations for all of the harms that have occurred to us, because everybody got that. These individuals are running from somewhere, dealing with something that had to be a whole lot worse than what they believe is going on here, because they're running from there to get here. And I'm not going to let nobody get me distracted or take my focus off of what's real. I know 100% for sure that we're owed those things. Our ancestors came over here, was kidnapped from a land, brought into this country, and we worked and worked, and we're still working. And ain't nothing being balanced out yet where we have an even playing field. And I think that those are the things that we really need to be discussing as it comes to housing, as it comes to healthcare, as it comes to education, as it comes to employment. I'm like, we've been at a deficit and we're staying at a deficit, and you're not going to have me distracted looking at somebody else that's at a deficit trying to get into a country that forced me to be in a deficit, and have me worried about what you're giving them when I know for sure what you already owe me.
You don't see any effects caused by the migrants?
The effects that I see is, for me right now, the truth is opportunity. And I hate that it has to even be said like that or even be acknowledged. But I'm like, I see a lot of these individuals being rounded up, taken out of the country, and those jobs that they were working, those jobs are now becoming available. My issue is whether or not it would be a fair wage, whether or not it would be a fair wage for fair labor. I remember, again, going back to slavery, they had us, our people, working for free, right? Didn't get nothing. They was selling us this chattel. It was selling us, selling our kids. Then we moved from that to sharecropping. And then after that, I remember when we used to have trades and they took all of that out of the schools. I'm just wondering right now, right? Is this an opportunity for individuals to re-engage these corporations and come in and do that work? But while doing that work, also being able to get a fair wage. One of the things that come to my memory right now is how many individuals are locked away in prisons right now working for Fortune 500 companies, but yet individuals are getting like 15 cents a day, living off of $30 a month, but they're working for a Fortune 500 company, and they step outside of those prison walls and they no longer are eligible to work for that same Fortune 500 company because of their background. Yeah, I think that we can't be distracted right now. We have to stay focused and realize what this fight really is. And it's real easy for individuals to try to manipulate us and play us as though we're ignorant, we don't know anything, and then have us arguing amongst each other while they're laughing and dancing and becoming billionaires.
Pressure. I apply the pressure. Pressure. I apply the pressure. Pressure. I apply the pressure. Yeah, pressure. I apply the pressure.